Welcome, parents, to our LTHS open house. I am Francisco Gamboa, and I am your child's ELL tutorial teacher. It's a pleasure to be here and share with you a little bit of my background as well as the goal and purpose of our class and how it will help your child and our students. Um, First of all, I wanted to thank all of you guys for giving me this opportunity to share with you this information. Um, and we appreciate your support as always. Um, a little bit of background about myself. I came to LT 17 years ago with a master's degree in second language acquisition. And 3 years into my tenure, I decided to go back to school and get a second master's degree in English as a second language. So that's a little bit of my educational background. Fortunately, I've been able to bring those skills and knowledge and information strategies that I learned throughout those graduate programs here to LT to be able to best serve your children. So that has been very great pleasure for me to do on a day-to-day basis, and I look forward to it as well in many continued years of success here at LT with working with your children. Regarding our course, ELL tutorial, and what is it about? What is our goal? What is our purpose here? ELL tutorial is established to help our English language learners succeed in the mainstream courses that they are all taking. Um, Many times our students are in classes in which um, they are not capturing the academic information at the pace that they need to due to the fact that they come to the class with a different language background. All the content is obviously given in English, and all the content is really centered on academic language, and that is many times what they struggle when they get the abundance of academic language in these courses. Um, and the pace might be a little too fast, or there may be confusion because they haven't been exposed to that type of language yet in their language acquisition stage that they're at. And that's where we come in tutorial. Our job is to make sure that we provide assistance, guidance, and support necessary for them to be able to succeed in those mainstream courses throughout the academic school year. We provide one-to-one assistance throughout the semester and academic school year with paraprofessional assistance as well. So they get a lot of one-to-one aid and support. They also get time and assistance with their assessments, their tests that they're taking in these courses. How does that look? That may show up as teachers reading the tests to them during our tutorial period. It may be that they need extended time, and we're able to help administer that test or those exams throughout our class period so that they do get that extra time that they need to process the information that they're getting. Because with any language acquisition, there does require more processing time because they are doing the double processing going on with the multiple languages that they know. So that information requires them to get a little more time to process and be successful and really show and display to their content area teachers what they're capable of doing, not what they were able to process due to the limited time. So that eliminates that factor, and it's a clear depiction of what they're capable of doing and how smart our ELL students are, as opposed to being worried or not having enough time because the restrictions of the class period schedule. So that is another key factor with tutorial. Also, many times with the language that's introduced, we're able to clarify those language barriers that are presented through through the content that's being shown in the classroom. We're able to clarify that. A lot of times we collaborate with our mainstream teachers to get some of that clarification because they are the specialists in their area and they are always willing to work with us and share that information or clarification needed so that we could therefore clear it up with our students and help them one-to-one and give them the one-to-one assistance necessary for them to be able to process that information effectively and produce the best results on the exams and standardized tests and all the other ways that they're being um, measured as far as their performance in the class and as well as their language development. Um, those are many of the key features and key areas that we target and help our students with listening, speaking, reading, and writing in their academic content area classes. Um, the materials are always centered, student-centered, and focused on their schedules and what they bring to class. We track their progress on a day-to-day basis. They're required to complete a progress chart that I have for them. That progress chart requires them to state their daily academic goals, which we go over. That also requires them to be prepared with the materials and content that is needed to reach those goals. Also, it requires them to report their tasks that they've completed throughout the class period, and at the end, reflect on what they've learned during our class session for that day. We do that on a day-to-day basis, so it is something that is we are able to see the continuum or the progress that they're making throughout the week, and see what areas that they're focused on, what areas that they need more assistance on, and what areas that we as their tutorial teachers can assist and make sure that they're reaching their goals. If there's a problem along the way, we're able to target it and address it immediately, as opposed to waiting to the end of the semester when it may be too late or it may be too difficult for the student to catch up, so to speak. So that is very important for us, a very important tool, and the way that we measure and gauge their involvement in the class, their progress, and how we also address the issue of points and grading in our class as well. So as long as they're on track, as long as they are completing their forms and coming prepared every day in class and working really hard in those areas that they're targeting every day, those goals that they're striving to reach every day, they will be successful in tutorial as well as their mainstream courses. So once again, it's a course designed to make sure that your students get the necessary support to succeed in all their mainstream content area courses, whether it be math, science, English, driver's ed, PE, whatever it may be. We're here to make sure that they get the one-to-one support needed, and also they get a voice from us to be able to collaborate and meet with their content area teachers, which sometimes they find intimidating or not able to do at times. We're able to be that advocate for them as well, and slowly and gradually as they develop, teach them to be able to advocate for themselves as well, depending on their proficiency level. That usually goes or is parallel with how they are performing in the class and able to ask those questions and advocate for themselves as we go on throughout the semester and the semester progresses and the year progresses. It is a course that involves a lot of um, independent work, but at the same time, it's a course that is designed to be very student centered, and allow for the time to get the one-on-one support needed from us as the tutorial teacher. So it is a great honor once again and pleasure to be able to work with your students to help them succeed in those mainstream courses. And if there is any question at any time throughout the academic school year, please do not hesitate to reach out. The best way to contact us is through email, through our school email account, our LTHS email account, and mine is F, the first letter of my first name, and the last name Gamboa, Gamboa at lths.net. That information is also found on the website, as well as our Canvas page. So please, once again, let me know if I could help you or your child at any time with any questions or concerns. That is our job, to be here to help you and to serve you the best that we possibly can. And I look forward to a wonderful, successful academic school year for all of us. And I hope that you are all safe and have a wonderful year. Thank you so much again for this time and opportunity to share information about ELL tutorial with all of my parents and families of our students. Thank you, and please take care of yourselves.